this moment, no one can stand on the sidelines. We must make it clear that an attack on Ukraine is an attack on the sovereignty of every UN member state and the UN Charter, and that it will be met with swift and severe consequences.
We begin with breaking news. The United Nations Security Council gathered for an emergency meeting tonight. What you just heard was the U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas-Greenfield, finishing up her speech denouncing Russia's Vladimir Putin for his military aggression. Putin recognized the independence of two separatist regions in eastern Ukraine and ordered Russian forces to enter the country, allegedly just to maintain peace.
Tonight at the Security Council meeting, the Ukrainian ambassador quoted his country's president, saying, quote, "We are not afraid of anything or anyone. We owe nothing to anyone and will not give away anything to anyone."
There were fireworks and celebrations in the streets of eastern Ukraine after Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree recognizing two breakaway regions as independent states. Hour-long national television address recognizing the independence of the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics and ordered in troops for what he called peacekeeping operations. The White House immediately issued an executive order to block new investment and trade in the region. Earlier, President Biden met with his national security team for the second day in a row. He also spoke to the president of Ukraine and held a joint call with the leaders of France and Germany. A summit between President Biden and Putin that was arranged by French President Emmanuel Macron could be in jeopardy. The United Nations Security Council convened an emergency meeting Monday night as fears intensify Putin's latest moves could be the start of a war. U.S. intelligence has found he has already ordered commanders into Ukraine.
It could happen any day. Today could be that day.
Putin oversaw nuclear military drills over the weekend. Half of his 190,000 troops on Ukraine's border are ready to attack.
What we have done is indicate to the world that this is not something Russia has been provoked into. This is a brutal war of choice that Russia will be perpetrating on its neighbor.
The U.S. is also pulling out all remaining personnel at the embassy in Ukraine. Meanwhile, in South Florida, in Sunny Isles, Ukrainian immigrant Oksana Piazetsky is afraid for her friends and family still there.
I worry and I'm concerned because you never know what a man like Putin would do.
Her Russian neighbor, Ivan Meskovich, also doesn't want to see a war.
Putin is only doing this just to stay in power, that nobody but him wants this conflict.
But this issue has ramifications that go beyond the borders of two countries. Alexander Crowther of FIU says why we all need to pay attention.
But as people run around changing borders by force, it introduces instability into the international system, and we in Miami are integrally integrated into that system, so it's going to have a negative effect on us in Miami.
White House officials tell CBS News they plan to announce new sanctions on Russia tomorrow in response to Moscow's actions today. European allies all support these sanctions.